Okay, I have a lot to say today, so before I get out of control with my rambling, I just want to confess that I'm running the Candito 6-week strength program, and I'd like to thank Alex Bromley of Empire Barbell for doing such an extensive review of it. If you don't know Alex, I call him the soberest voice in strength sports on YouTube, and I think he has that title by a healthy margin. I've been binging his content lately. I've been learning so much, and yeah, he's great. Like, if you're watching my dumb little channel, you probably already know about him, but if you don't, I'm gonna tag him below. Please check him out. And he reviewed the Candito 6-week strength program, and he reviewed it thoroughly and positively, and that was all the convincing I needed. I mean, first of all, really it's a 5-week program. The 6th week is a deload or a max test. And I was like, man, I don't have any excuses not to run this. Like, it's 5 weeks. If I don't like it, I just muscle through 5 weeks, So what? What have I lost? I mean, nothing. Like, there's no way I'd lose anything, and probably I stand to gain quite a bit. And the first week, I didn't confess that I was doing this because I still wanted it on the table that I could, as Alex says, take my ball and go home if I didn't like it. And you know what's strange? Like, especially the squat workouts, I think I failed every single one of them, which is, for me at least, a good indicator that I'm out of my weight class and I'm not ready for this program and I should stop doing it. But I'm loving it. Like I failed today, and I've never enjoyed failing so much. Like, it's so novel. Probably, if you're a strength athlete with any real experience, you're not going to be blown away by this program. But I'm a hobbyist at best, And it's so novel to me and so engaging and so fun, and the demands are so high. For me, I got a lady's body, essentially. And so, like, these demands, like, especially the rep demands, are kind of out of control for me. And I've been loving it. I'm just loving it. Candito, his program is free. I will try to link that below too. I found it easier through Alex's YouTube. It's really old, or not really old, but it's at least 8 years old. And I found that some of the YouTube stuff from his page was non-functional. That could have just been a quirk, and probably it all works fine, and I just wasn't very patient. But I linked it through Alex, and it all worked great. So I don't know. But essentially, the program, the first week, had 3 upper body days and 2 lower body days. Interestingly, the upper body work, no problem. Like, if anything, I could have used a little more, which is weird because I've been squatting every day and I haven't been doing much upper body work. But those numbers, that's the other thing. It comes on an Excel sheet or something similar to Excel. So it does all the math for you. It's super fucking convenient and, like, really straightforward, And I think my upper body numbers were a little soft, and my lower body numbers were a little spicy, Like, I just hit a 250 max in the back squat. And I plugged that in, and I have been suffering. The first 2 weeks are volume, so you're doing a lot of reps for me. Like, over the last 6 months, I've been doing sets of 1, 2, and 3 reps, occasionally throwing a 5 in there, but really just like low reps, high percentage. And God, I'm having so much fun with these sets of 6 and 8. Like, they are devastating me in a way that that I just didn't anticipate, you know? And I'm only in the first day of the second week, and I hit a 6 rep max with 200 pounds, which, you know, some of you are actual lifters, so I get that 6 reps at 200 pounds is barely a warm-up for you. But like, that's an enormous amount of weight for me. Like, I was afraid before I got under it today. And I think I even had a 7th, but I bitched out. Which I don't feel bad about at all. I bitched out for all the right. You know, like, I'm 45 years old. I cannot be taking an ambulance ride in the middle of the day. I just can't afford that. So this is the set of 6, and last week I also did a set of 6 with 200 pounds. That was technically the first time, but that set was ugly. Like, that 6th rep, I barely survived it. In fact, I had no business attempting it, which is part of why I erred on the side of caution today. And today, like, they were miserable. I had a really bad time. But the 6th rep moved. Like, there was no real issue. And I'm pretty confident now that the 7th rep would have been better than my 6th rep last week. So I feel really good about that. After this, he had us doing, you up the weight a small amount, and you do 5 sets of 3 reps, which I knew immediately, this is a bad attitude on my part, but I knew immediately that was not gonna fly. And again, this is typically the sort of thing that would make me unbelievably depressed, you know? Like, kind of shockingly morose. But for whatever reason, like, I know that I just felt like organically that I had done all the work I needed to do for the day, and that this was a bonus, you know? And I think I got 3 for the first set, and we just saw that, and the second, and then I just took singles. Oh, that's the other thing. It was 1 minute rest between sets. So, like, just, you know, full disclosure, that's too much for me. That's just way too much. Like, the number of times I've handled 205 on my back, period, is, well, it's a countable number. Let's just put it that way, you know? So doing this sort of, this 60-second rest kind of I'm stumbling over my words. I'm feeling really punchy right now, kind of exhausted. You can tell by the camera angle. I'm really janky, because I couldn't focus. You know, I was so depleted, but also weirdly exhilarated. Anyway, I can't say enough good things about the Candito program. If you run it, throw that guy a donation. I have not yet done this because the link I tried to use was disabled. Now I am going to retry because I'm loving this program, man, and I feel so good about it. And yeah, in true fashion to my channel, I'm gonna wax philosophically just for a minute here. But like, the thing I'm loving most about it is when I'm really in the weeds, when I'm really like, I just failed a set and I got another set to go that I'm certainly going to fail as well. Like, I feel like I'm operating in the same space as the guy who wrote it. And there's a saying in Buddhism, you know, that like everyone who sits in meditation sits under the Bodhi tree with Siddhartha. Meaning, like, regardless of where you are in time or where you are in the world, we are sitting under the same tree, doing the same thing. And like I feel that way about Candito, man. Like I know it's dumb, and I know that I'm like a pseudo romantic fool, but like I really like, for someone whose content I don't even watch, the Candito, and who I didn't know about until Alex reviewed his program, I like feel suspiciously close to this guy, like weirdly close. And my man, there's a 0% chance you'll watch this, Candito, I mean. But if you do, thank you. And if you're ever in Savannah, Georgia, hit me up, dude. I'd love to buy you lunch and pick your brain. It's a great program. It's really, really fun. And like, Alex will explain to you all the reasons why it's good. And like, all of those reasons matter. But to me, the thing that's best about it is it's fun. It's super fun. Like he's got two, all right, I'm gonna get in the weeds a little bit, but the first week you do 2 bench days in a row. Maybe that's not that crazy, but I've never done anything like that. So you do a bench workout, and then the next day you do the same workout again. And I just thought that was so funny and cool and interesting. Like I've never done anything like that before. You know, you know you're on to something when you're in your garage by yourself, listening to the new Enslaved album, and you look at what your plan is for the day, and you just start giggling because it's like, it doesn't make any sense to you, you know? Like, so anyway, that's really all I wanted to say. I'm running Candito, and I won't do great this round, but what I'm excited about is, and I'm definitely going to do this, is I'll do the deload on week 6 and then start it again. And I have a hunch, a strong hunch, that the second time I run it, it's going to be great. And yeah, maybe down the road, I'd like to run Bull Mastiff of Alex Bromley's too. We'll see. I don't want to plan too far ahead, you know. Programs are kind of antithetical to the way I live my life. But I am kind of enjoying this right now, and I'm excited about it. Anyway, I'm done rambling. This is Joe in real life. I love you guys. Be good to each other out there. I'm going to try hard to do the same. I'll see you tomorrow.